Okay, so first game that I've ever played versus Sett, I'm about to do right now. I just watched the champion spotlight like 3 minutes ago. This champion looks pretty bonkers against like melee comps. Now we have essentially two melee champions. I wouldn't really count Cassidy because after six, it's kind of just kiting everyone. But I think we have a fine comp to deal with Sett, quite honestly. I know that his Q is essentially an auto attack reset slash booster. His passive is oh shit, what was his passive? Damn, I forgot. Alright, whatever. His W I know is well, I guess I don't know anything. Shit. Okay. Sett does damage. He needs to be close range to do damage. So if I were to make up a guide on the spot or of how I'm gonna play this matchup, it's I gotta keep my distance for now because I do not know his numbers. I do not know his ratio. I know nothing. But I will experiment with this matchup by first going Q start. In future videos, if I'm against Sett, once I know his damage and stuff, I'll probably go barrel start because barrel start into Sett sounds pretty freaking good. But again, don't know anything about his damage or numbers. I don't know if he's bonkers. This is a champion that just got released, so I don't want to take my chances. Like when Zoe got released. Yeah, that was not fun, now was it? Place a ward there, and we're chilling right now. See their team comp, I see that I can go lethality or crit. Now Sett goes bruiser if I'm not mistaken, so I might just opt for Essence Reaver and maybe a Sterax, but I could just go Youmu's or not Yomu, sorry, Infinity Edge. Did he just shit talk me? He said bilge rat. What an asshole. Okay. Honestly, kind of reminds me of Udyr a little bit. Even with how he walks. He kind of walks like Udyr. J4, our Kindred died. I'm pretty sure she went red to mid. So she's probably gonna go do her other buff right now. Probably a bit tilted. Oh, that's a W start Sett who just did like 10 damage to that minion. Because he had no grit. Now, if I'm familiar with anything about Sett, it's that his grit works similar to Fury on both Tryndamere and Renekton. In that the more you have, the more damage you do. And once it's at 90%, it's kind of like Rumble with his overcharged in that he's going to do a ton of damage on whatever ability he uses. But he can only use one ability in that time. Okay, 104 true damage at rank 1. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that. But he probably had a lot of grit stacked up, right? He wasn't really paying attention at that point. Okay. Nice. Okay, he's using this shield, so it's kind of like Mordekaiser W, but if it actually did damage as well. It's good to make connections when you're against new champs, because then you're like, you can familiarize yourself with, you know, what works and what doesn't. So I see him that he used his E, I believe, which is his gap closing ability, so that means I know I can go in. Or I can poke him without having to be scared. Yeah. Looks like he's trying to use it for CSing mostly. Wait, does this champ not cost mana? Oh, it doesn't cost mana or health, I just realized that. I misplaced that ward. Sad. Ooh, I forgot about that. He has that auto cancel. Interesting. Okay, so maybe this will be like the Darius matchup where you have to predict his auto attack cancel. And if you do it correctly, then you're rewarded with a free barrel hit. Got him. Okay. Okay. Wanted him to Q on to me there. I have my Sheen, so I think I can fight him. Come on, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. Nice. No, I missed the cannon. Unfortunate. So essentially what I'm doing into this matchup is I'm keeping my distance until I'm familiar with what he's doing, which is good to do in especially if you're trying to learn Gangplank, because I know in my last video people were like, I'm a new Gangplank player, do you have any tips? So yeah, what I would suggest is that you play until you have knowledge. And what I'm doing is I'm keeping my distance, just doing Qs, putting barrels down, making sure he can't touch me until I know what he does. But I'm not getting poked out, so I'm not getting actually punished for this. Or as punished as hard as you would think I would get. Because I'm keeping my distance. As long as I know the champion's kit to some effect, I can always... There's no excuse for me to be dying, really. Hey. And to the best of my ability, he has nothing besides his ulti that gives him like that giant gap closing ability. It looks like after Sheen also that I melt him, so this is also reminding me of maybe like a Cassiopeia matchup. If she lands one ability, you're kind of screwed. Like the gap closing ability or something to give her movement speed. Whoa. It probably wants to fight me. Okay. Yeah, this is also kind of like the Darius matchup in the sense that after Sheen, you kind of destroy. Like there's champions that you can't really own until... Oh. Do I want to fight this? I'll fight it. Since he used that, I think I can kill him, actually. Looks like he's not even confident in his ability. Which is good for me. And this guy's getting kind of dumpstered top lane. And he just used his TP. I'm okay if he backs. When are they adding counterplay to GP? You know what's crazy? I actually was gonna pick something like Aurelia into this matchup. I'm like, I don't know what to do, so maybe I shouldn't pick GP. Then I searched up his counters. I saw Gangplank is one of them, where Sett has like a 40% win rate against that champ, against Gangplank, and I was like, ooh, well I guess I should play this champ into Sett, which is really nice, especially only because, you know, when you play a champion for so long and you find out that's a counter to a new champion, something that people want to spam, it's really nice. Like imagine if you had the secret formula. Oh, so it is a suppression. I think I got free of it. I don't think his ult did damage to me. Yeah. Oh my gosh, wait. I think I can orange his ult entirely. I can orange Sett's ult. That's so huge because I think that's most of his damage. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it stuck me in place. Like, I was supposed to go far, but I didn't end up going far as a result of that. That's actually really nice to know. Nice. I like that. I like that. So it's like Urgot ulti if you could remove the first part of Urgot ulti. Like, how broken does that sound? I was a little late with it. It's alright. So yeah, this video, by the way, as opposed to my other videos, is a little less informative only because I'm focusing on one champion, whereas in other games I'm focusing on an entire team comp. This one I'm focusing on one champion because it's very interesting to me. And I wanted to make sure that everything here is genuine, by the way. Like, I have not laned this champion, and I thought I could play on my main account, and I saw it, and I'm like, well, I think this might be worth playing. It's worth recording. Because it really is like a learning experience for me as well. He has Tiamat. I'm not too sure what this does for him. Guess he just wants pushing pressure since he can only target one person. Ah, if my auto reaches him though. That looks like it does a lot of damage though, I'm not gonna lie. I just need to walk to the side because I'm pretty sure it's only the center that does true damage. So maybe as long as I avoid the center, I'll be able to negate at least half the damage, which would be a huge help. The only thing I'm scared of as well is his grit. Ooh, okay, he knew I would go for that minion. It also looks like a pretty slow cast time. Kind of reminds me of Urgot Q. Urgot Q, but like worse, because the speed for it to go off, that W, is like double Urgot or triple Urgot's Q time thing, yes. If I were him, I would probably W this back wave. Okay, I couldn't catch him there. I had to put the barrel a little bit farther, like super far up. I had to put the barrel, if I flash, I had to put my barrel at max range, so that even if he did flash, I could catch him. So a little bit miscalculation on my part there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't have healing on his W. But that would be really weird for a new champ to come out that doesn't have any form of healing themselves or three hit passive. So don't know, I really don't know. I'm gonna back here and let it freeze. Actually, I might even be able to just stay until I get my Triforce, honestly. I'm only 400 away. They got a free dragon, which is pretty sad considering how far ahead we are. I don't know how instant his E is either. That's something to note. His E, depending on how quick it can be, it could be pretty strong. If it's instant. Although it is short range. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of things I'm trying to learn about this champion all in one. I'm kind of just throwing my thoughts out there. Wait, I can just orange all of his damage. Wait, I can just orange everything he has. I can. Oh my god, that's so strong. I can ult. Wait. I can ult suppression. Oh, imagine having to use your ultimate only for it to do literally 0 damage. That's so crazy strong, actually. Wow. That's actually that's so nice. That's so nice. It was a limit test there because I knew that if I didn't orange, like if his damage wasn't negated, I would have 100% died there. So I was like, oh well, let's do it die time. And it turns out I might be the hardest counter to set in the top lane. If I can completely negate that, that means all his damages is EQ, which he has to walk up for. And if I stay in my range from Sett for like until I have my Sheen, I think I could just stomp this matchup. Nice. So using my passive stacks there, honestly, that was kind of close considering how far ahead I am. But so that's something I guess to make a note on is if you're not that experienced on Gangplank, then always keep your range versus Sett. Like I could only do that because I landed my barrels and had my passive stacked up. Like if he timed me on that barrel there, the fight would have been close or I would have lost it. But I was relying on my mechanics there. That's typically what I do. I just kind of rely on my mechanics and I'm like, alright, well, time to limit test. It's alright, it's alright, it's Oriana. Guy's angry. Oh, you know how you really get him? And now he's probably fuming. Now, look. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a bit immature, but I don't know. When people play new champs and they lose on them, like this is not even his fault. Like the fact that I can orange his ult is so dumb in my opinion. Like that's so strong for no reason. But if it tilts him, it's alright. It's alright. I'm willing to take that. Oh, that's so satisfying to know actually. Oh, well, that's not how I wanted that combo to go. I went to triple barrel over the wall. Then Oriana showed up and I was like, oh god, that's happening? Okay. I shouldn't even be mid lane, I should go top lane. Yeah, Cass should side. Oh, that's such a great interaction. I'm glad I'm recording this, honestly. That's so good to know. That I can orange Sett's entire ult damage. Wow. Ooh, I get a kill too. Ooh, with blue buff. Nice. I like blue buff. He's only gotten Tabby since our last fight. And I've gotten a BF sword, so I think I have the upper hand here. As long as I keep my orange. See, he's not even confident anymore. He lost all will to fight because he doesn't have his W, meaning he has no shield. And if he has no shield, he's like, I don't even know if I can fight this anymore. Okay. So look like Sett's weakness. If you dodge his W in laning phase, you should have a pretty confident... You should have a pretty confident laning phase versus this guy. Oh! Aw, I thought I could live one more auto attack. I'm trolling, my bad. I thought I could live one more auto attack, and then I would have to. He would have to chase me for another auto attack. I should have flashed instantly after auto queuing my barrel, because I had the right movement speed. I just didn't think he had the damage. Okay, not bad though. I'm still not in a bad position. Might go for tabbies here actually. I might go tabbies, executioners. Executioners just because of the healing here, and for whatever Sett might heal. That's an absurd amount of shield he got though from his ult there. From his grit. Uh-oh. The man is worth 1k gold. Uh-oh. Oh, he dashed out. Never mind. I'm good. He dashed out. I didn't think he was actually going to ult there, to be quite honest. Like, right away, I mean. Ooh, Lucian's 1 HP. I can kill them both if I land one barrel combo. I have to land it, though. Level 13, I'm confident to go in on anyone. Right now, there's no saying what would happen, though. Okay. Yeah, if he uses his W, kind of has no sustain. So this champion looks like when behind, it looks pretty useless. Pretty useless. Like, it offers nothing. He doesn't really offer CC. The only thing he would offer is his ult. It would be kind of like playing Azir from behind. Not too much damage, but this guy just has no range either. With the exception of his ulti. So, I don't know. Into GP, into Sett, looks like pretty hard GP favored. Like, disgustingly easy. Like, he might be the Shen of bruisers for GP. And that Shen, as a tank, you destroy as Gangplank very easily. Very easy matchup. Unfortunately, we don't have Klepto anymore, so we can't abuse him with gold even if he doesn't die, but this guy looks like the equivalent to that in bruiser form. He does some damage, you can get killed easily, I can see in early levels if you're not aware of his damage, so I'm glad I played a little bit safe in that respect. Oh, he's gonna push up here, I'll kill him. I know he's gonna push up here because of how he went to the wave. He walked in front of the wave. Oh, I did take damage there. It looks like I was a little late on that then. So maybe I do take damage if I let him QSS it for too long. Wait, did I say QSS it? Like if I let the cast time go on for too long? Definitely a strong 1v1 champion though, I will not lie. Very strong. Can't lie about that. Okay. I didn't even notice my score either. I'm pretty fed. But My thoughts for this matchup, as I'm going to keep on saying, it's easy to die early levels because of that W damage. It actually is a little bit more than I thought, because he was doing like 200 true damage to me at like level 5 in laning phase, which is pretty high. But so long as you keep your distance and you always have a barrel on top of you, like next to the side of you or behind you as an escape route, I see no reason why you should die to Sett if his main gap closing ability is his E pre-6. And after 6, you should already have your Sheen up. I don't know if I would go D-Blade Longsword into this guy. I might just go for a full Sheen rush. Actually, no. D-Blade Longsword sounds great into Sett early on. Only because he wants to fight, but he's not that great at doing it. Like, he's good at fighting, but as GP, you can utilize that fighting potential better with your barrels and your Qs. So you might even go D-Blade Longsword into this guy early on. Anyways, it looks like that's the game. Yeah, right now we just keep on stomping Sett for the rest of the game. So, not too much more that would have been missed. But closing thoughts. Like I said 1,000 times, you can die early in laning phase to this guy. Be careful with his E range. It's quite short, but if you get in range of it, you will take a lot of damage. His W, you can easily juke to the side of. Should be pretty easy. Take Time Warp Tonic as well. That extra movement speed should allow you to dodge to the side pretty easily as well. You can orange his suppression. It looks like you have to orange it. If you orange it instantly, you don't take any damage. Where if you orange it a little late, you still take some damage, but you're still out of the suppression. So overall, not bad at all. I really enjoyed the matchup. It was fun to learn, fun to do that. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe the video. I really enjoyed this matchup. This was my first time playing against it, and I hope you guys have the same success or better success than I do. Peace out.